everyday life, where whether somebody remembers something or not can have incredibly important implications. Now, one of the areas that's been looked at most is the area of eyewitness testimony, where witnesses are called upon to recall some kind of an event, and then what they say about that event, what they remember about that event, can have big consequences for people in, for example, illegal proceedings. We showed a film of an event involving some cars. So what we're going to do is we're going to send out a survey right now asking you about that event. And then right afterwards, we'll send you another survey asking about another question about that event.
In that first survey, as we were asking you about these cars, but actually, y'all got two different versions. We were randomly assigned to either be asked if the cars hit each other versus if they smashed into each other. And it's important to know that this was embedded in the phrasing of the question. How fast were the cars going when they hit versus how fast were the cars going when they smashed? And why is that relevant? Well, think about being someone from an insurance company that's, questioning people after a car accident, or cops at the scene of a crime, right? Would even the possibility of phrasing the question differently alter how people remembered it? There's a lot of evidence that suggests that in some cases, not all, but in some cases might actually affect the memory that people have. So Raz, in our class, was there any effect of being asked about that car incident if they were hitting versus smashing?
Yeah, we can definitely see a difference. If we look at my computer, we can see that if they heard when the cars hit versus smashed, it looks like a lot more people think that they perceived glass when we said smash.
So let's say that, again, you were being questioned by your insurance company and you're trying to assess the damage. If you're more likely to remember that there was broken glass, depending on the question that was answered. Now, there was a very famous person, right, who's really pioneered this area of research. Her name is Elizabeth Loftus. And what did she call it?
Retroactive interference.
Retroactive interference. So the idea is that your memory is shaped by, is interfered with by information that came after the event. So in this case, it was how did we ask the question? And I think it's really important to think about that. That means that memory really is fallible or impressionable. Again, it's not just a recording of what happened. It's affected by other pieces of information. So we asked other things about them, about that incident. Raz, do we have results about objects they might have seen in the background?
46% of you said none of the above was in the background of that car smashing video, but 23% said they saw a giraffe.
A giraffe.
How do you say it? A giraffe. A giraffe. Okay. Should we play it again to try to spot the giraffe?
Let's see if there's a giraffe. Let's play that video. Did you see it?
Because it wasn't there. There's no giraffe. We have, however, been sipping out of our giraffe mugs. You've been hearing some safari noises.
I was at the Kalahari Desert. And you might have noticed my lab coat sitting behind me, looking a little bit like a giraffe.
I don't know how giraffe that looks. But there is long and neck in our list of words.
So we were trying to create a false memory of a giraffe in some of you. Now, I don't, maybe, it sounds like maybe we did.
Maybe we did it.
For the first time ever. In terms of the kind of spreading activation idea, the idea here is that you see these cups and you think, oh, giraffe. Yeah, that gives you a feeling. You see this amazing model of a giraffe. You think, ah, giraffe. You hear the animal sounds. You think giraffe. So each time that activates giraffe a little bit more, such that you actually think there was one in the car crash. At least that's what we were hoping for.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do.